Alright, so plenty of bales are dotted all around the map. We'll go grab those and bale wrap them later, but first, let's make some hay. Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to another episode of Deutz Farm. So I've been saving this field here. Because I want to turn this into a hay field. And I'm going to be a little bit lazy on this one because I've done a lot of mowing. So I'm going to do like a border, like an edge around the field, and then I'm going to hire a worker to finish it off for us. So there we go. Get this nice kind of border done, so we don't end up driving into trees. Run all the way around the edge of this field. It's slightly unconventional in the way it's shaped. And then I'm going to go all the way along to the side of the road on that bit there, which means I'll need to do the same along here as well. There we go. Right. So, let's hire a worker, and while that's doing, he's cutting that for us, we're going to go start grabbing some of those bales that we've got dotted all over the place. See just how many we've got. So there we go, he's off and running. We want the Samurai Fortis. I need to get rid of this front loader for now. Actually, I'll leave the bucket attached because we're going to need that to do manure again later. There we go. Bale grabber, or bale trailer is in here. There we go. So we'll start over here. There's this whole expanse of grass down here that I haven't done yet. I say whole expanse, it used to be a whole expanse, there isn't that much there anymore, but I did do all the grass over there and all that grass through there, and also you saw the bit that we did mow as well. So an awful lot has been done. I have absolutely no idea how many bales we have, and one or two might have escaped into some odd places. It's possible there might be one in the stream. Just paying attention, looking around. No, we're okay. I wasn't sure if one was threatening to roll in there earlier. Got some bales over here as well. Is it just the one over here? You can see I've baled, gone around and mowed quite a large area. There's still more grass on the map that I haven't even gone anywhere near yet, but I didn't want to do too much off camera. Plus I had no idea how many bales that we actually have as well, so where are we going to stack these? Well, these ones are going to get wrapped and then dumped, so let's stack these up here nice and close to the BGA. We'll stack them just there. Oh, there's only 6 in there. Oh, never mind. I thought there was 8. Let's go find some more bales. So we've got another 3 just here. That's one of them. And 2. 3. There's nothing on that field, is there? Caught on the ground. Let's cut across here and hope. Yeah, it's a dead field. I thought so. Let's get the bales that are in here. So you can see we've got that one existing bale still in there. That's our one remaining grass bale from the last time we did mowing. And our 2 hay bales. And I've got bales around in this field somewhere. And again, there might be a couple in some very odd places. These ones I'm actually going to take down to the yard. Unload in there. Let's get the lights off. And dump these in front of old man Gunther and his cat. Still need to get our hands on a wrapper. How much is it going to cost us, just out of interest? I haven't looked. To lease. Oops, no. 3,360. Okay, so we need, well, 3,500 effectively. Now we have a couple of round bales, a couple of round silage bales left. So that there is around 2,000, just under. So that means we need to find another 1,500, which means we're probably going to have to sell some of our hay bales, sorry, our straw bales, or if we have a little bit of crop, maybe sell a little bit of crop to raise the extra cash that we need. Oh, there's a bale right there, look, hiding in the bush. Let's try and tag that one. There we go. Where are the rest of them? They're all up here by the look of it. Any more lurking down here? Still see another, what, 3 bales over on the other field. Our worker is busy mowing away for us. Oh, there's another one there, look. So, one more. Fill the trailer. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 more on top of that as well. That's a good number of bales. So if we take these down, that'll give us 16 bales down on the farm. And then we can split that up into grass, hay and silage. And then the rest we'll sell and try and raise a bit of cash. Don't like being this poor, because we have no loan available to us whatsoever. It's completely maxed, so we are really hamstrung when it comes to doing anything. We can't buy any more land, we can't even lease any equipment because we're in negative equity right now. And when we just get sort of have our hands tied behind our back like that, it really limits what we can do. So yeah, that's why we're going to try and sell quite a few of these bales. So it says the work is finished. I reckon he's not finished the field. I reckon he's just reached a point where he thinks he's finished. So we'll check him in just a second. There we go. That's what I thought. He's finished that part of the field there. So just going to mow that little bit there. There we go. And we'll get him to start work on this section down here. There he goes. And we're going to go hunting, make sure we've got all of the bales. I think that's all of them. But there might be the odd one or two lurking somewhere. You just never know. So I want to have one more quick sweep around this section. Just make sure that I haven't missed any. You can see there's another patch of grass over there that we could possibly work as well. And there's still quite a lot of grass areas. So if we really wanted to, we could really push the boat out and just mow everywhere on this map. And we haven't even looked on the other side of the river yet. The grass areas over there. I know we've got a grass field. I think that's everything over here. So we'll have 10 bales over here we can sell. So that's going to be around about 9 grand when you take deductions off for the price of the bales. Or a little over 9 grand. It won't be exactly 9. Yeah, that's a decent amount, I think. So there we go, 10 bales there. Oh, in fact, no, they're going to be hay bales, aren't they? So, yeah, the ones that we've got at the farm, we've got 16 there. That'll be 8 grass, 8 straw. Sorry, 8 grass, 8 silage, and then maybe even split that and do like 4 grass. And 8 silage, or 6 and 6. We'll see. No, I think we've got 16, haven't we? So that'll be 4 and 12, or 6 and 10. We'll figure it out. But we need our tedder. So while he's finishing that mowing, let's go get the Condi Master. Start tedding this grass. Way down this rough path here into the yard, and there it is, hiding in the shed. Kirky, right. While this unfolds, let's zoom out a little bit so we can see what we're doing. Turn her on. We don't need to lower it because it's always lowered. And let's start making hay. I do love the way it just drops away like that. It's so cool. Obviously that's the kind of shot there from our opening sequence, but with the mower. It's a very cool visual. This is the great thing about when you've got a worker that's cut the grass for you. The furrows, not the furrows, sorry, the rows, the windrows are always nice and neat and in a straight line. They're not waving all over the place like when I do it. So as long as you can drive in a straight line, you know, tedding is very quick and easy and efficient. See how quickly we're catching up to him. we're going to be all over him in a minute. We're doing 4 rows at a time to his 1. Yeah, he's moving slightly faster than us, but not by much. Look how much, ground we've covered so quickly. There we go. Yeah, we are going to have to windrow this with our hay bob. Actually, I'm going to look, see how much our hay bob's worth. If it's not that, if it's worth quite a bit of money, I might just get rid of it straight away, and if we can afford it, we can look at getting the Vicont header. But before we do that, I'll use the money to get our bale wrapper on loan, and then we can make money from selling the wrapped bales, and then we can get the new header. Gotta make sure you do these things in the right order when you have no money. That's it. That's him finishing the field. And we are right behind him. Oh. Not quite done. I'll finish this bit for him. There we go. Close enough. Go, there's our hay. Oh, don't give me this. You don't own this field, malarkey again. Had that while I was mowing. It's annoying as hell. Come on, let me get that little bit of grass. It's not gonna let me do it, is it? Nope. Never mind. Alright. That's pretty close. I know. I was talking about buying a Vicont header. I've got a header. I've just used it. It's a windrower I need. Ooh. Right, let's park up. Let's check our equipment. Where is the hay bob? Where is the... Did we... Oh, we must have leased it. Yeah, we must have leased it rather than buying it. Oh, damn. Alright, now I am definitely going to have to sell those first couple of silage bales, because I can't even afford to lease a windrower. Oh, we are in so much financial mess at the moment. There has to be something I can sell. We'll check our crops. Maybe we've got something in store. If I can just raise enough to at least get the bale wrapper, we can then sort everything out from there. Right. Silos. What do we have in the silos? We've got 16,000 litres of canola. Not a really good price there. And we've got 13,000, give or take, litres of soybean. And again, terrible prices. Alright, agribusiness isn't too bad at 9.30, but it's not earth-shatteringly good. Bales aren't going to sell amazingly well. A couple of hundred each. We're going to have to sell the soybean. It's all we've got that we can really do anything with. Yeah, let's sell the soybean to right agribusiness. So we're going to need our trailer. I hate being this poor on my farm because it's so hard to earn money on this one. But it'll take us an eternity to get out of debt, it really will. Soybean, there we go. So right agribusiness, which one is right agribusiness? I think that's down here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Where the great demand is for something. Is that wheat's great demand? Yes, it is. We'll just sell the one trailer and we'll keep a little bit in reserve. Yeah, I hate having absolutely zero money like this. It really does limit everything. Makes it so hard to advance your farm. That's why I've done so many silage bales. Because we just need... Or why I'm going to do so many silage bales. Because we just need some cash. So you'll recognise this is the tip point from, again, the opening sequence of our video. Different tractor this time. There we go, that's just under 8,000, so let's lease our bale wrapper. There we go, and we need a windrower. Windrowers. You see, that's what we had and we sold it. And I'm starting to think that we're going to need that again, because I mean this is just tiny. So they're 9,000. Yeah, we'll lease it. Won't cost us too much. And hopefully I should be able to carry that back on the front attacher. Will it lift? Yes, it will. Okay, excellent. So we can carry these back like this. And then we'll come back for the bale wrapper and we'll start wrapping up some silage bales. Ooh. Come flying out of that junction there. Nearly T-boned me there. So we're going to have to buy one of these once we've got enough cash. But hopefully we won't have to do that for a while. I'm tempted to just make a big batch of hay bales off camera as well, so that we can just return this and then not have to worry about leasing one again for a while. Let's put the trailer back in the shed. Damn it. Stop driving into things. There we go. So now I'm going to need the bale spike. Because once we wrap these bales, we need to then lift them into our bale shredder at the BGA. Let's put the bucket back on the shelf. There we go. Grab the spikes. Let's go get the wrapper. And then make our way over to the BGA. Put the beacons on, seeing as we've got big sharp pointy things on the end of our tractor. Even if they are folded up, you still don't want to get hit by that. That's going to hurt. Just nip out in front of him. We can make it. There's our wrapper. And we have 10 bales waiting for us, ready to be wrapped and dumped and sold. And that was my turn off. I think. Nope, I can get in this way. Into the upper part of the BGA up here. Oh, I'm on the front tool. I wonder why the camera suddenly felt like it was panning at a weird angle. There we go. That's the first one. And the second one. A few more of these to do, so I'm going to just let the screenplay catch up. I will be with you back with you in just a moment. And that's the last of the 10 bales that were here. They didn't end up on. They didn't end up quite so neatly stacked. They are all wrapped and ready to be dumped. So I'm just going to drop that there for a second. Let's unfold the bale spikes. Start stabbing some marshmallows. Right, can I get these in? Yes, there we go. I was aiming for 2, I only got the 1, that'll do. So nice to see a positive bank balance. It's not going to last. It's really not. I mean, we're going to have to pay for more fertilizer to continue getting our crops up to stage 3. Plus, you know, our debts are just going to keep going. Very tempted to buy another tree. Ah, it's not going to let me skewer that one, is it? Alright, let's do them one at a time. But it's nice to know that we can at least pay off a little bit of our loan and have some emergency money to hand when we need it. And rather than keeping the cash on hand, it's better to pay it off and then take it back out again when we need it, because at least that way our interest payments are slightly lower each day, so we don't lose quite as much. I mean, we're only talking, you know, a few euros a time, but you know, when you're that strapped for cash, it all adds up. Every last cent, every last euro makes a difference. There we go. That was nice. Nice little bit of cash there. So let's take this back to the farmyard. Quickest route from here is down this path. Really want us to be able to get that Deutz combine in the future, but given how expensive it is, 200 and with the header, we need 270,000, I think it is. It works out as something like that, plus trailer for the header. It's a lot. It's an awful lot. It's going to take us a very long time to get the kind of money we need for that. We need to fold this thing up because it's sticking out. There we go. So we've got another stack of bales there that we can wrap, but we'll leave this just here for now because we need to do some windrowing. That front tool again, aren't I? There we go. This is another one of those tools that I don't really use that often. I just don't find it all that useful. But because this is a small map and we're working on small areas, it is a tool that is more acceptable. It's got a decent kind of working width and we can kind of double up our windrows. You have to lift it every time you want to reverse though, or it drags all over the place and it doesn't like that. So we're going to hire a windrower just here, just because it's going to make this much easier. We're going to jump back into the Deutz-Fahr and we're going to start baling what he's wrapping. So I'm going to move the mower up to the top, out of the way. Just there. We're going to let him come back up the field again, so we can condense that into a bigger sized windrow. Because it's a one-sided windrower, when he comes back up it almost works like the Kuhn merger. He windrows either side into that single row that you can see there. So we end up with quite a nice fat-ish kind of row. Of course he would stop at the end, wouldn't he? That's fine, we'll tidy that up afterwards. Let's at least make a start. And of course, because the rows are much bigger, we're filling up the baler a lot quicker this time. Got a thin line on the end there that we'll need to take care of. We'll come back on that while he's working on doubling up that row. Working on getting some of these bits that he's missing as well. Yeah, not even picking this bit up, are we? Oh, got a little bit just there. Let's try that again. Now we're getting it. Still losing the odd little bit here and there, but we're getting most of it. In fact, now we're not getting any of it. Alright, we might have to actually come along with the windrower. so we can whisk that into an area where we can actually start grabbing it. Wonder how many bales we'll get off this this patch of grass here. We should get a decent number. If we can get 8, I'll be happy with that. Like I say, we'll probably end up, because we've leased our windrower, I'll probably end up going and making another batch on the other side of the river as well, off camera. Get us a nice decent stock, so we won't have to worry about leasing a windrower again in the near future, because we're not going to use it for that long, and we're going to have it for an hour before we start getting charged, you know, for the next usage cost. So we may as well kind of get our money's worth out of it while we have it, rather than just running it for 10 minutes. We may as well try and run it for a bit longer. Hoover up all these bits along here that he's not going to get, because he's not going to come to the edge of the field. Take a little bite out of those windrows there. Ah, stop beeping. I know you need to empty. Trying to drop the bale on a reasonably flat piece of ground so it's not going to roll all the way down the hill. There we go. You have to do all that again at the other end of the field as well. Nearly. There we go. That's 4,000 litres. Let's back up a little bit. Now we can do this end bit without the constant beeping that we had at the other end. Okay. Made some decent progress on that edge there. Let's work along here. It's going to get very messy. make our way back down the field on this row here. How many bales are we up to now? There's 4 there. Oops. 5. This makes 6. Oh yeah, we'll easily get our 8 bales off this field. We might even get 10. That'd be nice. Like I say, I want to get a good, decent number. Oh wow, we got 2 off that row. That's nice. The South Park Marathon continues. I am currently about halfway through season 9. Oh, so many fantastic episodes that I'd completely forgotten about. Just watched the one where, for those of you who are South Park fans, you'll know instantly, where Cartman, they pretend Cartman's dead because he eats all the skin off the KFC chicken. I love that episode. It's just one of my favourites of the earlier stuff. Right before that was Bat Dad, the Little League Baseball. So many great old episodes. So about halfway through. I've got the first 19 seasons. Season 20 has been available on DVD for a little while now. I haven't ordered my copy yet because I know as soon as I do, it's going to pop up on discount. So I'm just holding off ordering season 20. We are a little bit behind in the UK. I don't have the chance to watch it anymore outside of the DVDs because I don't have cable TV. I'm not paying for something that is going to cost me a fortune. I can't really afford, and then I'm only going to watch a couple of channels of, and even then, not that often. You know, Netflix is just a much more viable solution. It's cheaper. You know, I get a good selection of movies, a good selection of TV shows. There's a lot of stuff on there that I never watch on Netflix, but there's also a lot of stuff that I do sort of just browse and watch out of curiosity. Plus, I've got a huge library of DVDs and Blu-rays, so I'm never going to go without being able to watch something. And I just refuse to pay, you know, an extortionate amount to Virgin Media or Sky for a TV service that is just going to, you know, break my bank completely just so I can watch 1 or 2 shows that I really want to watch. It's just not worth it at all. And plus, you know, I've been watching South Park since it first came out in 1997. Now I've been watching for 20 years. So I'm very proud of my DVD collection. They're all of the same box art as well. You know, obviously you tend to get changes to box art as the years go on. But South Park have kept at least the first editions of their DVD box sets the same with the new stuff. You know, they've kept it the same as the original style when they first released it. So even though the cases are a little bit smaller now because there's only 2 discs, because there's only 10 episodes a season, as opposed to the 14 that they were doing before that, and then, you know, way back in the early stuff they were doing 17, 18 episodes a season for a few years as well. The box art has remained in the same style all the way through, so it's like a complete matching set. It just looks great, and I really do. Just looking at the you know, the sets themselves when I open them up to take the DVDs out, they look fantastic on the inside as well. They really are fantastic. Some of the nicest sleeves, so to speak, to a DVD set that I've seen in a long time. And I need to get my hands on the Fractured But Whole as well at some point. I had initially, as you know, if you're a long time viewer, back when I was doing Massey Manor on Cobra Park and the early days of Fent Farm. I was talking about how I'd pre-ordered the Fractured But Whole, and then that got delayed, and then it got delayed again, and then my pre-order got cancelled and refunded once Ubisoft said we don't know when we're going to release it. It's going to be some point in this financial year, which was like a 13-month rolling period from when they made the announcement. So my kind of urgency to get the game cooled, once my pre-order was cancelled and refunded to me by Sony. And I do want to get the game, but I'm going to wait for a sale now. It was a game I was going to get at launch. Now I'm just going to wait till I get it nice and cheap. But I had so much fun with Stick of Truth that I know I'm going to enjoy Fractured But Whole. Plus I'm a South Park fan, so if it's anything like the first game, it's just going to be a loving tribute and accessory to the show. The first one was absolutely brilliant. First game. That's the first truly good game as well, because there were some early South Park games back on the PlayStation 1. I think possibly the PlayStation 2 as well. And to be fair, they weren't that good. They were pretty bad. But Stick of Truth was just hilarious. So much fun to play. So at some point I will get myself a copy of the Fractured But Whole and add that one to the collection as well. I still actually have my digital copy of the Stick of Truth on PS4 from my pre-order. It was a pre-order bonus. Anyone who pre-ordered it got that for free. I think anyone who buys Stick of Truth digitally before a certain date, and that date, if it hasn't passed, is going to pass very, very soon, can still get the Stick of Truth for free. But I downloaded it when I got my pre-order, and then they cancelled the pre-order. I'd already played and platinumed it again by that point, because obviously I played it and platinumed it on the PS3 as well. But I got my pre-order bonus of the Stick of Truth. It instantly started downloading as soon as I paid for my pre-order last year. And in fact, no, more than a year ago now. When I paid for it. And so, I made sure that I played and platinumed it just in case I lost access to it. But because I'd already downloaded it, even when my pre-order got cancelled and refunded to me, I still kept access to the Stick of Truth, the PS4 edition. So I'm really happy about that. I've still got the digital edition without having the original, without having the new game. That's worked out really, really well for me. Right. We've got quite a lot of hay bales here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's awesome. And then half a bale in the machine as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on doing some more grass work off camera, and then I'll get them kind of sorted out and stacked away, and then when we come back we should be ready to do another round of fertilising on our crops, and we'll look at doing something a little bit different. I'm not quite sure what yet. So that's it. Thanks for watching another episode of Deutz Farm. I am Jim Bob, and I'll see you all again very soon.